Hello, my name is Josh Bilski and I'm on the web ministry team at Lebanon Church in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. And today we're going to discuss how you can increase traffic to your church website. Much of the information discussed in this webinar today can also be found online at our website at www.lebanonpc.org. And just a quick overview of topics that will be covered is a quick introduction, a few facts and history about Lebanon Church, visitor types, search engines and Google's impact on them, search engine optimization, keyword analysis, link building, tracking progress, Web 2.0, and then finally a wrap-up. So to start off, one of the most crucial questions that we must ask is, why does this matter? Why does it matter if people can find your website? Why do we concern ourselves with optimizing and getting the word out there that our website exists? Well, it really is about visibility. That no matter how great your website looks, whether you spent money and paid somebody to build a website for you or if you created it yourself, doesn't matter if people can't find your site. It's like you don't even exist. It's really irrelevant if people can't get to your website. Next thing is the younger generation. The younger generation is generally more tech savvy. They're more likely to visit your website prior to visiting your church. So you want to make it easy to find, because this could be an opportunity to make that first impression. And then finally, the web provides a quick and effective communication medium. It's available 24/7, and the online content is on demand and dynamic. So it doesn't matter what time of day it is. A visitor can come onto your website if they can find it and be able to find out a lot of things in advance to even visiting your church that perhaps would help ease their mind in visiting your church for the first time. And also for existing members of your church, they're also going to want to be able to get to your site easily. And so there's another reason to be able to optimize and get your site out there and your address out there to people. So how do we do this? Well, first off, it must be a multifaceted approach. There's not one or two things that you do that's going to make this optimization possible. You're going to have to combine a bunch of different techniques, and some of those techniques are offline, such as publishing your web address everywhere. That would be the first step in anything, is get your URL, your web address, out there on everything you can, whether it's stationary bulletins, newsletters, business cards. Do not overlook anything, because this is one opportunity where you can have a relatively low cost or even free advertising for your website. And so that's one key point. You'll need commitment from everybody. Everybody's going to have to everybody within your church organization is going to have to be on board with your efforts of optimizing and promoting and reaching out to people and letting them know that, yes, we have a website, we're online, we're here, and everybody's going to have to want to be a part of that. So those are offline techniques, and then we also have online techniques such as search engine optimization, and this is the online side, and being able to allow the search engines to be able to find you better and make it easier on them to find you. Community events. This is an offline type technique, and community events are a great opportunity to get your web address out there. And so anytime you're holding an event, definitely use that as an opportunity to get your web address out in the open and let people know that anybody coming to that event, let them know where your website's at. And then finally, word of mouth. And word of mouth is actually one of the most effective ways to get your word out about your website. And so having a coworker or neighbor tell somebody else, it's very effective, because you have a direct contact with the person. You know, they don't have to see it, they're actually hearing it, and they're going to be more apt to go out there and bring up the site after they hear it from a friend or coworker. Just a few quick facts about Lebanon Church. And our church is more traditional. It was founded in 1776. It's about 230 people combined Sunday attendance. We have both traditional and contemporary worship services, traditional services in the morning and contemporaries in the evening. We just began the contemporary worship in 2003, and our church really is comprised of all demographic groups, including young, old, individuals, and families. In terms of our website, it was originally launched in 2003. It was static HTML from 2003-2008. It was redesigned in 2008 using an open source product called Joomla, which is an open source, a free product, and it's a content management system, which means it has a database with it, and it makes it very, very handy for providing easy and frequent updates, which you'll find out later on in this webinar that is a crucial component to getting people to come to your site and making it easier for search engines to find it. On our website right now, we have news articles, sermons, calendar, photos, the basic things that people expect, plus some additional content that some other sites may not have. The redesign and search engine optimization of our site has resulted in doubling of monthly unique visitors and total visitors. And if you look at this chart, you will see where we were at in July of 2008, and you can see over that period from July 2008 to March of 2009, a pretty significant, steady and significant increase in the number of total visits and also the number of unique visitors, which is a good thing because unique visitors is new people coming to the site. So this is really what you're trying to get to with your optimization, is you have a website and maybe a handful of people know about it, and you do some optimization, and slowly but surely you start to see a trend up in terms of how many visits you have. So how did these visitors find our website? Well, really three ways they're finding a website. They're either typing the address in directly, meaning they know our URL, they know our address already. They're using a search engine like Google or Yahoo, MSN Bing, or Ask. Or they're clicking on a link from another website. They're getting a referral. And so those are the three main sources of visitors to our website. There's really two categories of visitors. You have existing members, friends of the church, who already know about the site and they're just coming back to check what's new. They're checking for news, announcements, maybe sermon archives, photos, but they're already aware of the website, they're just coming back. And then there's strangers, or guests. They're accessing the site directly via address or indirectly via external link or search engine. So this traffic may or may not be local, and if your website offers something like sermons that anybody can listen to anywhere, you want to drive that traffic as well. Don't look at your ministry simply on a local level if you have the capability to reach out farther than that. And you can do that when you have things like sermons online or other pieces of information online that people are interested in. So keep that in mind whenever you're thinking about your optimization. Obviously local is always the first area that you're trying to build up, but also consider national and even global as well. Now the search engines, as we know, they provide the ability to search for information on the web. And when you do a search, what you're going to end up with, if you do a search at google.com, you end up with the search engine's results page. And that's the listings returned in your keyword search. When you type in a keyword such as Lebanon Church and you see the results in there that have hyperlinks in them, that's your results. That's your search engine's results page. The search engines use what's called a web crawler or spider or bot to index your page, to find the information, and they hit each site that's out there trying to get information to put into its index so that when you do the keyword search that it's going to be able to match up or return the proper result. And unlike web directories, search engines are primarily automated. That these spiders or crawlers actually go out there and they follow their computer program that actually goes out there periodically and indexes this information out on the web. And the major search engines, again, are Google, Yahoo, MSN, Bing, and Ask.